And away we go. I really do hope this is working tonight, kind of coming to you from a different part of the location, using a different camera, different microphone, and let's see if we can get this to work, which means I'm going to go live on LinkedIn. What's up, LinkedIn? That's where the party always is. I'm looking forward to seeing if the party is there tonight. You know, I went live last Friday night and LinkedIn just like exploded, which was incredible to see. So I'm just checking in everywhere, just making sure the video is up. Take care of all of this silly stuff at the beginning, and then once we get the silly stuff behind us, we can get to the content. I got some really some intriguing stuff that I want to share with you tonight. What's up, YouTube? Party is always there. So many people on YouTube, and then LinkedIn. Just checking in on LinkedIn. That's where the real party is. What's going on? What's going on, LinkedIn? You LinkedIn people who are here on Friday nights I am so inspired by you. So I just want to let you know that before we get rolling on this thing, I am so inspired by you guys for being here and focusing on your businesses on a Friday night, especially at this hour. So, oh yeah, those are fancy curtains, all right. Watch out. You should see what the walls look like behind those curtains, and you should see what the window looks like, but it's dark. It is dark right now. So here we go. I had an intriguing question come to me this week, and if you looked at the description of this live video, you can see what I'm going to be talking about today. The intriguing question that came to me was from someone who was applying for a director of marketing job. There is no party like the LinkedIn party, Cicely Simpson says. Hey, hold on, you know what? Before I even continue with that question, if you're here, if you're in earshot, could you drop Cicely Simpson a quick happy birthday? That powerhouse I don't even know, like just turned another year today. Today is her birthday, and if anybody deserves a happy birthday, it is Cicely Simpson. And so here's what you can do to help celebrate her birthday. The first thing you can do is connect with her. There's 3 steps. Step number 1, connect with Cicely Simpson. That's Cicely with a C, by the way. Don't make the mistake that I made and spell it with a T. That doesn't work. So step number 1, connect with her. Step number 2, wish her a happy birthday in your connection request. And then step number 3, go to Amazon, search her name, and buy her book. And keep her at the top of the Amazon bestseller list. It's called The Chair, the Chair something or other. Cicely, just put the name of your book there. I don't have it with me to tell you. It's The Chair Methodology, The Chair Process. The Chair, pull up a chair. Maybe that's what it is. What's the name of your book, Cicely? Just put it in the chat. You could even, Cicely, I would encourage you to put an Amazon link in the chat so people can go check out your incredible book on leadership using the chair methodology, which is something that she invented. Every letter stands for something, but you can find out in the book, not here. All right. So I was asked a very intriguing question this week. It was from somebody who has been doing marketing on their own, but they wanted to apply for a job as a director of marketing. Pull up your chair. Thank you. So this person had been doing marketing for a long time, but they wanted to apply for a job as a director of marketing. So I'm coming to you from a place not of judgment, but of observation. When I say this first, if you're good at marketing, I would encourage you to do it. I encourage everyone to do it on their own. Working for a company, I really think the people who are really, really good at marketing also are not the people who are best at working for companies. But that's a really broad, sweeping generalization. I really do want you to give it a go on your own. But anyway, this question that was asked of me was, they're good at marketing. They wanted to apply for a director of marketing position, but they never went to college and they didn't have a college degree. So they were submitting their resumes to apply for this job, and they couldn't get an interview for any job because they didn't have a college degree on their resume. So you ready for this? You ready for the question that they asked me? And P.S., I got permission from them to talk to you about this. So it might seem like I'm talking about them in a disparaging way. I promise you I'm not. I'm talking about them in an honest way. They asked me if they should lie on their resume and lie on the resume and say that they went to college just so that they could get past the gatekeeper to get the interview, and then they were hoping that they could wow them enough in the interview to get the job. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What an uncomfortable question. What an uncomfortable spot to be in. So now that we've established what the question is, for those of you who are new and who this may be your first time seeing me, you might be wondering why the socials are suggesting that you watch my video. My name is Chris Prouty, and I help entrepreneurs wildly grow their businesses by attracting clients from the internet, and not in the way that you might think. And I help them do so because I have built an online school that has a bunch of different classes in it, and entrepreneurs come into my school and they take the classes and they learn how to wildly grow their businesses, and they do a great job at it. My clients come to me because they have an incredible service that they wish to offer to the world. They know they can impact their clients, and they know they can make a real big change in the world. And in addition to that, they want to be seen as authorities in their market, and they want to unlock the freedom that comes from being an entrepreneur. But the problem they face is they are largely being ignored online, and they're invisible to their audience. And you can't get clients if you're not visible to your audience. So we fix that with the classes in my online school, and everybody has a real great time doing it. By the way, if you'd like a sample of what it is like to work with me and to be taught by me, what I want you to do right now is to go to proutyclass.com. Prouty is my last name. Class is what I'm giving you for free.com. Well, you need those to be on the internet. If you go to proutyclass.com, give me your name, give me your email. I'm going to invite you to a free workshop that I'm delivering this coming Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be me live teaching you. You're going to walk out of there with a strategy you can use. Heck, you might even start getting clients that day. I've already got it in the YouTube chat. I'm just going to quickly, because people are asking me, proutyclass.com. I just popped it into the LinkedIn class as well. Just go to proutyclass.com and you will be able to sign up for that. It's super easy. You're gonna have a great time. I have such a great time teaching it. So let's talk about this question. Cicely, thank you so much. Cicely says, I wildly grew my business using Chris's programs. Proud that he's my business coach and my friend. Oh, I should just wrap this up right now and end this thing on the high note. Thank you, Cicely. That is so very kind of you. All right, so this is a crazy situation. So this is somebody who's really good at what they do. They're a great marketer. They want to, and I have marketers come to me all the time and ask me questions. I'm very happy to share anything. If you're a marketer and you're watching this and you're looking for information like that, feel free to reach out. So let me just silence the ding. So this person comes to me, they are really good at what they do, they want to get past the gatekeeper, and they want to get interviewed for director of marketing positions, but they don't have any college whatsoever. So they ask me if they should just put that they went to college on their resume so that they can get past the gatekeeper and get the interview and wow them in the interview and get the job. So what's the right answer to this, guys? I'll tell you what the right answer is. No, you shouldn't do that. So I will share with you what I think you can do to get past the gatekeeper in a minute. I'll give you a couple of strategies to do that if you're ever faced with getting past someone. But let's just talk about the big issue here, and that is complete and utter and to the finest first principle, honesty in everything you do is what you should be doing. For those of you who have joined late, we are talking about someone who came to me this week asking if they should lie on their resume in order to get past and get an interview. The answer is absolutely no. Under no circumstances ever should you tell an untruth, or should you lie just to be able to get to the next step. If you're truly valuable enough in whatever you're positioning, whether you're an entrepreneur and you're pitching a project, or if you are you're somebody that's looking for a job, whether it's in marketing or not, absolutely never, ever tell an untruth to a prospect, to a client, to a prospective employer. It's, I mean, let's make a list of the reasons why you shouldn't. These all should be obvious, but just in case they're not, the biggest reason is what if they find out? You're done. Your goose is cooked. Although I think a cooked goose would be better than a raw goose, but maybe that's not the right phrase that we should be using. You want a cooked goose, right? You don't want to serve a raw goose. When your goose is cooked, you're in a good position. You're putting that thing on the table, and everybody's eating. They're having a good time. You put a raw goose, worse, living goose. You throw a living goose. Amy, Amy, you're sitting over there shaking your head at me. You know what I'm talking about. Can you imagine putting a living goose on the table? If you lie on your resume, your goose is alive, and it is on the table, and it is chasing your guests out of your dinner party. So cook your goose and don't lie on your resume. So that's the first thing. If they ever find out, I'm off track. Here's how I get back on track. You ready? Here's how we get back on track. I tell you to go check out proutyclass.com and register for my free workshop where I'm not going to screw around like this, and we're going to specifically go through some things that you can start doing to attract clients to your business. I usually have an annotation on my screen. I don't know where it went. I wish it was here somewhere, but it's not. Watch this. Watch how fancy I am. I'm going to put it there. Ooh, did you see how quick I did that? Here it comes. It's right up here. Or up here. It's one of these two places. And it's proutyclass.com. Go to proutyclass.com and register for my free workshop that's coming up this coming Thursday. It's live, no replay. Spend time with me. Let me teach you things that are going to help you get clients to your business. So first of all, you don't want a live goose chasing your dinner guests out of the party. So you want to cook your goose, but at the same time, you cannot, under any circumstances, lie to get past someone, to get an interview for a job, or to get a prospect to talk to you. Absolutely never, ever, never. So that's the first reason, because if you get caught, you're done. Reason number two is more of an internal mindset kind of reason, and you should not be tempted to lie anyway, right? You should remove any opportunity that inspires you to lie. And inspire is the wrong word there, because inspired, the root of the word inspired means to seek divine guidance, and I don't think divine guidance would ever suggest that you lie anywhere ever. So you don't want lying to become a part of you and a part of your persona. Even if you were never caught or no one ever found out, just having that as a shade of your character undermines your ability to be wildly successful. You will ultimately be poor and you will fail at everything you do. So, second reason, not to lie. The third reason not to lie, and this might be the most important, is that when you lie, you are putting out we're going to, cross your legs and float 3 inches off the ground with me for a minute as we get a little woo-woo. When you lie, you put a vibration out into the universe that is going to bounce off everything and come back to you. And when you lie, you are going to attract people to you that will lie to you. That is why whenever I have someone that I perceive is lying to me, and listen, if you're selling anything, people are going to lie to you all the time. People are going to say, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm totally interested in what you do, and just give me a couple of days and I will, and I'll get some money and I'll pay you for what you do, and then they ghost you and they never hear from you again. It's people lie to you because they're afraid to tell you the truth. The moment I perceive someone's lying to me, close the door. I never even want them in my space again, because I don't want the vibration of lying around me. I just don't want that attracted. I can tell that people lie to them. I don't want that around me. So if I perceive anyone's lying to me, you're gone. I cannot believe how many people are here on LinkedIn. What is up, my LinkedIn friends? Thank you for being here. If you're new, if this video was suggested to you and this is the first time you're ever seeing me, it's Chris Prouty. I help entrepreneurs grow their businesses by teaching them how to attract clients from the internet. And you can see in the chat, people are all over saying how great the training is. It really is. If you'd like a sample of what that training is like, boom, you go right here to proutyclass.com. I'm sure I'm not pointing at it, but wherever it is on my screen. Go to proutyclass.com and sign up for the free workshop that I'm giving this coming week, where I am going to show you how to confidently post things on social media that get people on your calendar that you can turn into clients. because that's what we all want. Serve more people, make more money. I was pointing at it. I really think I was. Somebody just said you were pointing at it. Tina says that's the truth, Chris. Karma, karma, karma. That is very true. It is going to come back to you, and you don't want that. For those who joined late, we're answering the question, should you ever lie to get past someone, to get closer to getting a job or getting a gig or landing a client? And the easy and quick answer is no, you shouldn't, and you never should. But the reasons that you shouldn't are because, first, if you're caught, then you're going to have a wild goose running around your dinner party, pecking at your guests, and your guests won't like that. Watch the replay if that doesn't make sense to you. Reason number two is you never want that to be a part of you or who you are, because it just deteriorates you. You will ultimately be poor, mark my word on it. And reason number three is when you lie, you put out a negative vibration into the universe, which is going to bounce off everything and come back and slam you. And everyone's going to end up lying to you. You attract to you who you are. Okay, so we don't want that. So it wouldn't be enough for me to just tell you don't do it without giving you some guidance on what you should do to get past this without lying. So let's look at the case at hand, the situation at hand, where this person wanted to get a job as a director of marketing, and they were going to lie on their resume to get past the gatekeeper. And so what you probably want to do, because I am certainly no expert on this, and the reality is you shouldn't listen to me. Don't take any kind of real advice from me like this. Take advice from me on like social media and stuff like that. But job getting, that's really a job for Eileen Ryan, who you will often see hanging out in my feeds. Eileen is the queen of the career. She's the queen of getting people hired rapidly. But I would get real creative on getting your resume in front of the decision maker and getting past the gatekeeper yourself without lying. So what are some ways that you can do that? Well, you could send a gift through delivery to the decision maker, and in that gift have your resume and say, I'm really inspired by this job, and I didn't want to get lost in the sea of other resumes. So here's a little gift for you, and here is, and by the way, here's my resume. And then maybe like handwrite your resume, or do something like that. I don't know. Maybe don't handwrite it, but do something like that. That's one way you could do it. You could hand deliver the resume to the person yourself, and you could just show up. And you could sit in front of the building. You see them come walking in, and you could be like, "Hey, Mr. Van Nostrand, I have my resume, and I'm applying for that job, and I didn't even want to email it because I'm quite sure that your email blows up every day because you seem like a really popular person." And you hand over the resume. Another thing that you could do. Oh, Cicely is also in addition to being a leadership mentor, she is a career strategist. Gift, note, mutual connections. You're right. There are many ways to get past the gatekeeper. You could use LinkedIn or other social media to get with the person. There are lots of different ways. If you're serious about getting to that decision maker, you can get past the gatekeeper. Cicely says, I've had people wait for me or come to see me in person to get by the HR teams. Completely agree. Now, you don't want to be a stalker. Don't go to the person's house, right? Don't follow them around. Don't go, if they're in public with their family, best to stay away. I would hope that if you're a smart individual that I don't even have to say that. But we probably should say that. Keep it professional. One of the most creative ways that I saw someone do it was they dressed up as a donut delivery person, and they delivered a box of gourmet donuts, and their resume was taped on the inside of the box. Very, very creative to do something like that. What might be kind of fun is if they have an office and a window that's often open, is to make your resume into a paper airplane and fly it into the window and see what happens. Then stand outside the window with a boombox above your head playing the Peter Gabriel song In Your Eyes and see if you get that job. If you are a child of the 80s, that is funny to you. If you are not a child of the 80s, you have no idea what that means. And that's fine. So those are some strategies that you can follow. Probably don't do the boombox thing. But those are some strategies that you could follow that would allow you to get past the gatekeeper and get to the decision maker without lying. And by the way, if you do something creative, those creative things are going to stand out. No, somebody says no startling people, maybe no startling people, or no stalking. I bet that's no stalking people. Do not stalk the people. Just keep it professional, keep it creative. You know, what if you sent a barbershop quartet to their office to sing your resume? That would be pretty incredible. Can you imagine if you were somebody hiring a decision maker and a barbershop quartet came up and sang someone's resume to you? You know who's getting the job? That person's getting the job. So there are some tips for you. And by the way, if you had fun or if any of this intrigues you and you run a business and you want to get more clients into your business, I would love you to check out the annotation that I put up here somewhere. And go to ProutyClass.com. Prouty's my last name. Class is what I'm delivering for. Absolutely free, no charge for that. And you'll get to spend a little bit of time with me on Thursday of next week. And I'm going to teach you a simple strategy you can employ right away to start getting clients into your business. It's right here, ProutyClass.com. Prouty, my last name. Class is what I'm delivering.com. And we're going to calm things right down. Tina, I knew you meant stalking, and I was glad I was able to translate that. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm giving a free workshop, and it is going to be absolutely amazing. What I want you to do right now so that you can benefit from this and start attracting more clients is go to that URL. Sign up for that workshop. You will have a blast. All right, I think we're wrapped up for tonight. That was a intriguing question. I hope you got a lot out of this tonight. I'm going to check in, see if there are any questions anywhere on any of the streams. Let's just see what we got going on. I want to make sure we don't miss anybody that might be chiming in anywhere, because I do love it when you chat with me. All right. Well, Cicely, happy birthday to you. I'm not sure why you decided to spend your birthday evening hanging out with me for a half an hour, but thank you for doing that. It means the world to me. Hope you had a wonderful birthday. And for the rest of you, for everybody that showed up here tonight live or you're watching this in the replay, very grateful for you as well. Your time is incredibly valuable. And the fact that you gave some of it to me and got to listen to me talk and goof around just a little bit, it means the world to me. And I thank you very much for giving me some of your most precious resource, which is your time. I try to make the best use of it and always bring you my best. I'm going to wrap this up for tonight. Hope you're having a great Friday night. I'll be back with you at various times over this coming weekend. And I bid you a fond farewell and adieu. I'll catch you guys over the weekend. See you later.